Hi, I'm Dr. Khaja Javed Khan, and today I will be talking about sports injuries. Sports injuries occur whenever you are participating in any sport or doing any kind of an exercise. Firstly, would be people who are not regularly active. Second is people who don't warm up properly. Thirdly, people who don't follow a proper form during the workouts. And lastly, people who are overweight. These can be sprains, strains, fractures, dislocations, knee injuries, the shoulder rotator cuff injuries, muscles swollen or torn, etc. Many of the time, whenever you visit your primary care physician, he takes a thorough history and then does a routine examination wherein he will find out what exactly are the causes of the sports injuries. Also, if further investigations are required, then he might do an X-ray, MRI, ultrasound, CT, etc. First step is to use the proper technique. Remember, whenever we are working out in the gym or doing other kinds of activities, the form, the technique assumes a primary importance. So do have a good trainer along with you who can teach you the right technique. Second is have a proper equipment. A simple thing I'll tell you, whenever people are walking or running, the importance of right fitting shoes is paramount. Because if you're not wearing the right fitting shoes, you can develop problems like runner's knee, Achilles tendonitis, heel pain, knee pain, etc. So the right equipment assumes equal importance. Thirdly, do not overdo anything whenever you are doing any kind of an activity or sports if you are playing, etc. For example, if you're playing badminton or tennis, the golfer's elbow, the tennis elbow, these are all very, very common causes of pain in your elbow region. So whenever you feel that, my body is straining too much or having too much of a pain, remember you have all the rights to take a break, take a rest. Next important tip is to cool down whenever you are working out in between sets. Remember, it's very important to have that gap so that your muscles cool down and then you can go into the next set with equal amount of stamina and effort. And lastly, remember, whenever you get a sports injury, it's not always advisable to keep taking rest every time. Resuming activities at the right time is very, very important, because the more you rest, the more you pamper yourself and feel that I am in pain, your muscles are going to get weaker. So resume back activities, not with the full intensity, but slowly, step by step. Treatment of sports injuries is not very complex. It's actually quite simple. We follow something called as the RICE method or the RICE protocol. So what is the full form of this RICE? R for rest, I for ice packing, C for compression, and E for elevation. Remember, this is a very effective technique, but it is effective only when used within the first 24 to 36 hours. These are very, very vital, because whenever a sports injury happens, there is inflammation, bruising of your muscles, swelling, etc. So this RICE protocol many of the time helps decrease all of these effects. Secondly, medications, over-the-counter medications, anti-inflammatories, non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, painkillers, etc. can all be used to decrease inflammation, swelling, and pain. Many of the times the sports injuries heal, but because of the lack of knowledge of how to manage these injuries, they can become chronic as well. So a lot of patients with chronic sports injuries do visit us in our pain management center. So whenever they come, there are effective treatment options like platelet-rich plasma, PRP, and Prolotherapy. Remember, platelet-rich plasma, PRP, is taken from your own blood, wherein the blood is drawn and platelets are separated, and these are injected into the specific ligament and tendon which has not healed or recovered properly. Prolotherapy again is another treatment. It's a form of regenerative treatment only, which helps in strengthening that entire joint all around. So, if your near and dear ones have suffered or are suffering from sports injuries, do visit us at Alleviate.